The type 1 personality type is referred to as the reformer or the good person. They're ones who are conscientious, they're ethical, and they have a very strong sense of right and wrong. These tend to be teachers, crusaders, and advocates for change. They're always striving to improve things, but they're also afraid of making a mistake. They're well organized, they're orderly, they're fastidious, and they try to maintain a high standard. But they can also slip into being critical and perfectionistic. They typically have problems with resentment and impatience. At their best, though, they tend to be discerning, realistic, and noble. They're even morally heroic. So your objective as a type 1 personality or as the good person or reformer is that you understand that perfection is a process. It's something you're always going to be striving to do. This is part of wholeness, and you're going to trust that this growth process is part of yourself and others. It's like something's unfolding in yourself and it's constantly growing and changing. You're also going to appreciate the moment as it is, and you're going to enjoy yourself and being with others. You're happy to be right where you are and just as you ought to be. On the distorted side, remember that is going to appear as perfection. You think of perfection as a finished product, as something that you should have achieved yesterday, that you're never good enough. You're going to set very unreachable standards because you don't trust that natural developmental process that's within your personality. You believe that you need to improve upon every moment, and the better is always going to be the enemy of good. Instead of leaving yourself and others alone, you're going to constantly try to interfere, push things along, and try to make things be better than what they can be or what they are. Your virtue is serenity. You're in touch with yourself. You tend to be at ease with yourself. You like to relax in the process of living. You have a balance and a harmony between the opposites. So your passion is anger, and anger can almost become habitual for you, and you become resentful because nothing is going to meet those high standards, nothing is going to meet your expectations, and you start to think in terms of all or nothing, black or white. It's either all perfect or all good or no good at all, and you're very uncomfortable being angry, and this is because you've been taught as a child that anger is not acceptable. You've learned that it's unacceptable in every arena. Now, you're going to find that anger is very unacceptable, although it becomes more frequent because you're trying so hard to avoid it. And you need to remember that anger is an acceptable emotion. However, it needs to be tendered and not become a habitual emotion. Your defense mechanism is reaction. So to keep your angry impulses out of your awareness, you're going to do the opposite of what you're inclined to do. So instead of confronting someone when they have harmed you, you're going to be overly kind to them. Or maybe instead of being sexual or flirty with your partner, you become puritanical. You're going to go the opposite direction in order to punish yourself and those around you.